Hey everybody, this is Eric Abent with SlashGear.com, and today we are taking a look at the Valkyrie CZ-17 gaming laptop from iBuyPower. Starting right off with the outside of the case. Looks really nice. It has a bit of a glossy finish, so it'll attract fingerprints pretty easily, but that's nothing that a simple wipe down won't solve. And all of this actually lights up when you power the unit on, which looks really nice. Of course, you won't be able to appreciate it when you're playing games on it, but everyone else will be. Taking a look at the ports, on this side we have line in and line out, a microphone jack, headphone jack, 3 USB 3.0 ports, and a 4-in-1 card reader. On the other side we don't have too much going on. We have a pair of USB 2.0 ports and the optical drive, a Blu-ray player and DVD burner to be specific. On the back we have full HDMI, eSATA, VGA, Gigabit Ethernet, and the power jack. And then on the bottom we have a removable 9-cell lithium ion battery and plenty of vents for air intake. There are vents all over this thing, so this laptop will stay cool while you're playing games. You'll need it too because you have a 17.3-inch screen capable, it's LED backlit and capable of resolutions up to 1920 by 1080. So you can play video games in 1080p on this. Under the hood, you've got an Intel Core i7-3610QMQ quad-core processor clocked at 2.3 gigahertz. You also have an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 675M graphics card. So while it's not the best graphics card that NVIDIA makes for laptops, it's one of the best. You've also got 8 gigabytes of G.Skill DDR3 1333 RAM. And this model in particular has a 750 gigabyte hard drive, but there is space to add an additional hard drive or a solid state drive if you would like to. And when you go on iBuyPower's website to buy this, there are plenty of options to swap out components and hardware. You could skip the hard drive entirely and put 2 solid state drives in there if you want. And I think you can increase the RAM up to 32 gigabytes. So while this comes with plenty of RAM out of the box, if you wanted even more, you have the option of that. Looking at the keyboard, just regular chiclet style keys, but due to the size of this unit, we have a full numerical pad, a full keyboard. And the trackpad is nice. It's resistive, it isn't as sensitive as other trackpads, and as you can see down here, we actually have an actual button for left and right clicking. And then up here we have an array of touch buttons. You can do things like turn on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and turn the backlight on and off on the keyboard. Let's go ahead and turn it on so you can see everything all lit up. We have blue lights on the speakers here, which are actually pretty good. I was surprised. Normally with laptops we don't get speakers that are that great, but the laptops on this one are pretty solid. And it also comes with THX True Studio Pro, so you'll have some nice sound coming out of this thing. Using the trackpad here, let's go to the desktop. Now, I said earlier that this keyboard is backlit, but you're probably not going to need it because the screen is bright enough that it'll illuminate the keyboard in the dark. And actually, if you're playing video games on the go, you'll want to turn the backlight on the keyboard off because the battery is quoted for 3 hours by the manufacturer, but playing Civ 5 with modest settings, basically medium settings across the board, I was only able to get about an hour and a half of juice out of it. The nice thing though is that it's removable. So if you ever need more power, you can just buy 1 or 2 extras, charge them up before you go, and then you've got enough power to play for hours on the go. Overall, it's not too bad of a laptop. I really like it. The only significant drawbacks are its size. It's, as you can see, it's quite thick, and it weighs just under 7 pounds. It's not the heaviest laptop, but it also isn't the lightest. And as you can see, it's quite wide. So that makes portability a little bit more difficult. Not impossible, you can still absolutely carry this thing around you to game on the go. But also another drawback is the battery life, but that's to be expected when you've got such a nice screen and you've got high-end hardware working under the hood, you're just not going to get a lot of battery life, which is unfortunate, but it's just one of those things with gaming laptops. But other than that, it plays games well. This model that we have here comes in at $1,459, but as I said, when you go on to iBuyPower's website to purchase one, you can swap out components and hardware to your heart's desire and bump up the price, bump it down a little bit. There's plenty of options. So if this model isn't exactly what you want, you can build it on iBuyPower's website. But yeah, all in all, a pretty good gaming laptop, pretty solid. I'm very pleased with it. And be sure to check out our full review on SlashGear.com, and thanks for watching.